We got into some decent fish. Shallow here. Out for one more day. The totally off the beaten path walleye. Randy's kind of got this figured out, I think.
It's a light.
Nice.
Get off the bottom is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice looking fish too.
But they only want your jig. So what a difference a jig makes, apparently. So we're fishing this spot. Earlier in the day, I got a couple fish, one on jig and wrap, one on jig and minnow. First hook up of the day, it's a monster. Out for one more day. We're not gonna get skunked. Totally off the beaten path walleye.
Oh, you could have used a scoop too.
That's a good walleye. Marking some fish, and I kind of figured we're all looking at smallmouth. They're popping it though. Here, we're marking a bunch of fish like 15 to 20 feet. They're not popping it. They're literally just picking up off the bottom. I'm using the old VMC short shake hammerhead. Randy's got the Pendu jig. Randy's had, what, 9 bites, 10 bites to my one?
At least.
Granted, he's only landed 3 fish, but it's just a super finicky bite, and they just seem to be picking it right up off the bottom. The way that jig works, the hook's allowed to kind of swivel inside the jig head, so it should kind of keep the minnow floating up off the bottom a little bit. So if they are just picking it up off the bottom, it might stand the minnow up just a little bit, give them a chance to grab it, whereas mine's laying flat if it's not up in the air moving. If they don't want to chase it in the air and they want to grab it off the bottom, they got a better shot with the Pendu jig maybe. In which case, maybe like a Ned rig could make a lot of sense. I don't have any Ned rigs in the boat right now, but until we go to a different spot, whatever I'm doing seems to be futile. That seems to be the only thing that can at least get some bites and get a few fish in the boat. It's also a 1/4 ounce versus my 1/8. I don't know if that has as much to do with it right now, because we're both trying to keep it pretty much on the bottom and just barely dragging it. We're not popping it, we're just crawling it along the bottom. So I don't know. Different jigs can mean different things, can do different things, can catch fish better than other jigs. That's the moral of today's story. It's raining pretty good here, but we got into some decent fish. Shallow here. And Randy missed 3 bites and then finally got that one hooked up. It's been tough to get them on.
20 inches up.
Biting pretty finicky, I'd say 20, yeah. Rain no good for cameras. Randy's kind of got this figured out, I think. The walleye?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come over here. In the net.
It's a light.
Just creeping minnows along the bottom. Decent fish. Fat belly.
Yeah.
20 incher again.
Probably.
Nice.
Get off the bottom is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. But they only want your jig. For one reason or another.
I really do think it's the
Pendu?
Pendu thing keeping it out of the mud. You know, it's
Gotta be something to it.
it is nice 18 incher. Nice looking fish too.
It is a nice looking fish.
Could be a model.
Hook set on camera. Randy waited for that one to eat for a long time, and I almost got the camera on.
I knew it was there.
Yeah, you gotta wait for him forever to get that minnow in.
I just felt him.
What a difference a jig makes. Just wiping the floor with me. I can't even get a bite.
Yeah, it's a little one though.
It is a
That
small
time,
one,
but it was still fun
mm-hmm.
to feel him. I felt him take it. Knew he was there. Let him eat it. Set the hook.
This kind of bite often does happen in cold water, so either the spring, like a post-spawn bite, or in the fall, we got 48 degrees now on this spot. But usually they're a little more aggressive by this time. Not the case today. They want as little movement as possible, apparently. And either you need the right motion or the right jig to pull it off. I don't have the right anything.
It was light as tiny. I don't need
Tiny
a net.
fish.
No net needed.
No net needed, he says. What's he getting bigger?
No.
It's a white bass. If you did like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, maybe consider supporting it on Patreon, and I'll see you later, Fisher people.
Peace out.